Hi and welcome to a new episode of the Crafterstale podcast. My name is Nina and I'm coming to you from southern Sweden. Today is a beautiful day in the middle of February and it's blue sky and really warm. It almost feels like spring in the air, and I think actually that spring is slowly coming. We didn't have a lot of winter this year. It has been really warm. And yeah, but I'm okay with that. I'm ready for spring. Yes. Yeah, welcome back to all of you who have watched this podcast before. It has been a while. It just has been, so much other things in my life that I didn't manage to record. And welcome, to all of new viewers. I'm mostly talking about knitting related things in this podcast, but also some spinning, some embroidery and wood carving, because I'm also a wood carver. I will actually show you some wood carvings in the end of the video, so if you are interested in wood carving, you can just skip the last bit. But let's get started with some finished objects that I have knitted in the last couple of months. The first one is this cozy hood, or this hood shawl. It's the My Josie hood by what's her name? I'll put the name here. I saw it on Instagram and I fell in love and I just had to knit it. I will put it on so you can see how you do it. So you put it on like this and then you can wrap it around you like a big cozy shawl, and then you can tie a knot. And it's keeps me so warm and comfy. I have the problem that many hats don't fit me properly. They just glide up here and then they sit on top of my head and it looks really weird. So I don't have the problem with that one, and it holds me really warm when I tie it around, and I really love it. I have used it a ton already, and the yarn I used for that is from Woolfolk. I think it was, what's the base? It was 55% wool and 45% cotton. It's really soft. I ran out of this yarn in the end, so I had to buy some other yarn. And I found one that had a similar blend, so 50% cotton, 50% wool. It's not the same shade, but that's okay. And I used it also to make the I-cord around. So I think it looks nice. And I used a new technique, or not new technique, but a technique that I have used a lot before, but in a different way, and that is a I-cord bind off, but with pearl rows. And I've never done it. I think it looks really neat and nice. You can see it here. So this is an I-cord bind off with pearls, and on the other side it's with knit stitches. You can see the difference, and I think I really love the look of it. It looks really nice. It blends in a little bit more when you use the regular I-cord bind off. So my Josie hood, really nice. Happy to have knitted it. And the yarn for that, I had that in my stash for such a long time, and I didn't know what to do with it, and I did know that I would maybe want to knit a warm shawl or scarf with it, but I didn't have the pattern. And then when I saw this, I knew exactly what yarn I would use. So I'm really happy to have used some stash yarn in this new year, because this year one of my goals will be not to buy so much yarn, to only use that I have in my stash, because I have so much yarn I have to use up. So yes, that's the goal anyway. Then I have another finished object, that is a sweater that I knitted for Saga. This is the sweater. She got to choose the colors herself. We looked a little bit on Pinterest, I think, and she saw a sweater that was similar, and she really liked that. And then we ordered yarn, and she got to choose the colors, and she chose these 3 colors. And when I knitted it, I didn't like it so much, because I was not convinced about the yellow stripes. But when she has it on, it really looks so nice on her, because she has her blonde hair has a similar shade to this yellow, and it just complements her so well. And yeah, so if I see it like that, I think I don't know, but when she wears it, it's perfect. So I'm really happy, and she's really happy, and it's really cozy. It's knitted in Drops Sky. So this, and the pattern I used for this is the teddy bear sweater by Petite. I have used this pattern a couple of times now for my children, and I just did it striped. I did like 8 rows of every color, and then 2 rows, 1 knit row, and then 1 purl row with the yellow. And then I made a double hem, so in both on up here and the sleeves. And yeah, it's so cozy. And I made it a little bit shorter because she's almost only wearing dresses all the time, so I made it cropped, and it looks really nice when she has a dress on. Yes, so that's the teddy bear sweater, Saga's sweater. And one more finished object is a cardigan. I don't know if I've showed it. It has been finished for a while, but I have not worn it a lot, because when I knitted this sweater, I knitted it for a specific purpose, and that was when I bought this beautiful book last year. That's the German version, Sticken auf Strick. It's Embroidery on Knits by Judith Gumlich. It's published from Lene. I think it came out last year. And I fell in love with this book when I saw it, and there's a picture of her wearing like a dark brown black cardigan, and with this beautiful moth embroidered on the back. And I really wanted to do that. And now when I finally sat down that now I will start embroidering, I looked through, because you get lots of templates that you can use back in the book, look like this. And then I found this beautiful fern template, and I thought, now I want to use that instead. So here it is. Look at this. So the cardigan is a really simple V-neck cardigan. I didn't use a pattern for it, I just improvised. It's really cropped, really short, and I knitted it in this natural, almost black Nutiden yarn. So and this is the fern that I embroidered on the back side. And I am so happy how it looks. It's so beautiful. I used just some yarn I had in my stash in this beautiful color. And then I thought I would really like to embroider a moth anyway, but not on the back. So I decided to embroider a little moth on the sleeve. And that's how this looks. Look at this. I decided to embroider a little white moth. And it looks so cute when I have it on. I think I can show you some little videos or pictures when I'm wearing it. And then I was in my local yarn shop, and I found these beautiful buttons that I think fit perfectly for this cardigan. And so yeah, I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy that I finally found the time to embroider something. And when Saga saw it, she really wanted to have some embroidery as well on her new sweater, and I thought, I don't know, it's maybe too much because it has already stripes, but I said yes because it's her sweater, she gets to decide. And she chose some little trees from the template, and she sat down and I gave her this like fabric. This is I don't know what it's called, but it dissolves in water when you dip it in water. So it's really practical because you can trace your pattern on this and pin it on or sew it on with some big stitches on the where we want to embroider, and then it's much easier to embroider. And I have, you can see here, I have started. I have not started, but I have sewed it down already. And she had traced the little trees here, and I don't know what colors I want to choose. I don't want to use too many colors because the sweater has already so much color. But we'll see. I think it will look cute in the end. But I will show you the final result when it's finished. But I think she will love it anyway. So, and yeah, that has been really practical with this fabric. I actually had started the moth on my sleeve, and I just made the first wing, I think, and then I spilled my tea all over the sleeve. And yeah, this fabric was just dissolving and gone in a matter of seconds. It was just gone, so it works really, really well. So I had to start all over. Yeah. But it's really pretty practical. And yeah, I really can recommend this book so much. It's really, really lovely, and it's so much fun to embroider on knits. And now I want to just embroider everything, every sweater I have. I will not do that, but it's just so much fun. The next, I think that was all of my finished. No, we have one more finished object. If you follow me on Instagram, you know it already. But it's my newest design, and it's the little roe deer mitts. It's the same family as all my other animal mitts. And that's the newest member, and I really, really love them. I knitted them in 2.25 millimeter needles because I really like them snug at my hands, and I have really tiny hands. And I really like them because they're quite short, so you have your fingers if you want to work in the garden, or just driving in the morning when the car is cold. I think it's perfect because you have your fingers, and it still holds your hands warm. And I think they're really, really cute. And you can find the pattern in my Ravelry store. And I think also in my Etsy shop. I think I have put it in my Etsy shop. I'm a bit bad, not as good to put all my patterns in my Etsy shop. I'm neglecting it all the time. But I think I have put it out there. And the pattern is now available in English and in Swedish. And I will also translate it into German. Hopefully soon. But yes, these are the roe deer mitts. So cute. So these were out of my finished object. Then I have some works in progress that I will show you. One is a sock that I have started a long time ago because it is actually for my handspun yarn. So this is the wool that I used for it. This is a beautiful, beautiful wool dye that I was gifted a couple of years ago from Esther Constanze. She has an Etsy shop, and she sells beautiful blends from, I think, mostly German endangered sheep breeds. I don't really remember what this was, but it was some German sheep breed, an endangered one, and it's so nice. This wool, it's really, yeah, you can feel the lanolin still in the wool when you like this. It smells really nice. And the yarn that I have spun from it looks like this. I think it's so beautiful, all the different colors. It's a 2-ply, and sometimes it's just almost white, and then you have these parts that are almost black. And yeah, I really love it. And the finished sock from this yarn looks like this. I've just finished it yesterday. I have to sew in the ends still, and the fabric looks almost like it's felted already, so I think it will be really good for socks actually. I hope it will be good and not get holes so quickly. We'll see. But yeah, I really love them. I used my sock recipe that I've always used since I was a child with a 2x2 ribbing, couple of centimeters, and then with a heel flap and gusset. And yeah, if you would be interested, I can write down my sock recipe for you guys if you like that. It's my favorite way when I knit, yeah, without a pattern, just plain socks. And I'm not the biggest sock knitter. I'm really lazy sock knitter actually. Actually, my mom had knitted 2 pairs of socks for me and sent them in a package like in November, if it was before Christmas. But sadly the package never arrived here, so these 2 socks are gone forever, I think. Really sad. And so I decided I have to knit my own socks because I really needed socks. All my socks had got holes and I didn't have the energy to mend. I really have to sit down and mend some, but yeah, I decided now I have to knit myself a pair of socks. And I had this yarn spun up since last year, I think, and my goal was always to knit some socks with it, and now I have. So I think I have to weigh it how much I used, but I think I had a bit under 100 grams, and I divided it in 2. So I think, yeah, I used up. No, I don't think it's 50 grams one sock. I will weigh it and look how much I have left as well. I have a bunch of wool left as well, but I think this will be enough for the other sock. But maybe I want to knit some more socks with maybe a white heel or black heel or something, or stripes maybe. It's the other handspun yarn. But I'm really happy with the results. So this is my first work in progress. And then I have a sweater project, a really big one that I really in love with. But right now I don't have the energy so often to knit on it, but I really would like to get some work done on this. And it's this beautiful sweater. It's the Iris sweater by Trin-Annelie. I don't know how to pronounce. She's a German designer, and that is her newest design. I think she released it in January, around January. And yeah, it's an all over colorwork sweater, and I'm knitting it with Holst Super Soft and a really beautiful yarn that I got from my mom and my sister last year for Christmas. I have it in a couple of different colors. This is Marie Wallin British Breeds yarn. It's a really special yarn. It's different British breeds, really soft. I think a big content is Blue-Faced Leicester because it's really soft. And I'm using this blue, this green, and then you see this beautiful rust color. And the rest is Holst Super Soft. And that will not be enough. I have to order some more, but I will knit these up, and then I know how much I need from how many more balls I need from every color, because it's really expensive, this yarn. It's not the cheapest yarn. But I think it will be really, really worth it for this sweater. I think it will be so beautiful. I really love the colors right now. This sweater is steeked on the sleeves. I actually have never knitted, or have I? Once before I have knitted a sweater that you steek for the sleeves, but that was years ago, so it has been a long time. And you also steeked in the beginning. I have already cut this open just a little bit. So it was a really fun way to start, because you started with the shoulders like this, with this little braid. And yeah, I'm really excited to get some more work done on this beautiful sweater. And I think I have seen many on Instagram, see them done today, when they have come a little bit down, they have already knitted the neckline in that we will do in white, because the background color is this beige, and the neckline and the hem and for the sleeves I will do in white. And it's really, the colors I used are really similar that she used in her original design. You go check it out on her Instagram, I can link it down below, and to Ravelry as well, of course. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. In love. So yes, that is my big project right now. I try not to have too many projects going on simultaneously, because then I will not finish in a long time. I really would like to finish it maybe before it gets too warm, so I can wear it all summer long. But we'll see. Then I have, do I have one more? Do I have one more knitting project? I don't think so. But I just recalled that I have some more finished object that I wanted to show you, because it's a shawl that I actually will publish soon, as a shawl design, I mean. And it's this long scarf, not a shawl, a scarf. And I called it the fläta scarf because it has these braids. Fläta means braid in Swedish. And I designed mittens with this braid on a couple of years ago. You can find it in my Ravelry store. And this is the shawl, the scarf version of this pattern. And it's really, really simple. You just cast on a knit garter stitch all the way up. And I used 8mm needles, I think, because I used some long straight needles that I found in my local second-hand shop. So it was really fun knitting with these. And it was actually really quick to knit this. I knitted, I think, 1.5 meters, and then I blocked it, and it was almost, after blocking, was almost 2 meters. And then the braids you make by unraveling all the way down, and then use a crochet hook to like braid it up again. But that will be all in the pattern with videos, of course. And I will release the pattern in the end of February, I think. But it's really, really cozy. You can wrap around you several times, or you can like use it like this as well, if you like. It's really cozy, and it has some fringe as well, some playful fringe. And I knitted this in Nytiden yarn. I think I used 2 different shades, one gray one and one dark blue. And I got this really beautiful marbled color. I really love it. So cozy. So I really can recommend it. If you wanted to knit it, keep an eye out for the pattern. It will come out soon. Yes, that was all my knitting. I have done some sewing as well. in the last couple of months for my girls. I did sew them some winter coats. I can show them to you. So this is for the little one for Ada with the bunny ears. I used some pattern that I found on Etsy. I can link it down below. And it's like this, yeah, coat, really cute. And I used some inner fabric that I had in my stash that I got from my sister. And I made this little bunny ears on hers. And Saga, she wanted cat ears. So I made little cat ears and used this beautiful winter fabric on the inside. And really beautiful buttons as well. And for the outer fabric I used this boiled wool, and it's really, really warm. I have a jacket that is only boiled wool, one layer, so no inner fabric, and it's so warm. I have used it all winter and it keeps me really, really warm. And yeah, I made this first, and I screwed up like the sleeves a little bit, so I have to redo that because they are actually like reversible, if you like, so you don't see it on the inside. Looks like the same, and I've never done that before in my entire life, so it was a little bit tricky to get it right. And for Saga I didn't get it right first time, and then made others, and it worked better, so I decided to just go back and redo it and make them a little bit bigger as well, so she can wear it more comfortably, because she didn't like how it felt. It was too tight, and yeah, so I have to redo that, but it's okay. And they look so cute when they're wearing these together. I sold myself a lichen duster from Sue Liberated sometimes in October, I think, and I really love it. It's a little bit too cold now to wear it. I can show you some pictures here how it looks in this beautiful rust color. It took me so long time to decide on what color I wanted to sew it in, but I'm really happy that I chose this bold color for myself. And yeah, a couple of weeks ago we were in town, me and the girls, and we were all wearing our coats. I was wearing my lichen duster and they were wearing their coats, and we got so many compliments for our jackets, for our coats. And yeah, it looked just really, really cute, because I was holding Saga's hand and Saga was holding her little sister's hand, and we just walked through town and got so many compliments. It was so much fun. I forgot to mention one thing, and that is what I am wearing. And if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen it finished already. But you have not, if you only follow me on YouTube. This one was not finished last time I recorded an episode. I don't know, I think I had come quite far, but it was not finished, and it's finished now. This is my Peggy sweater, and yeah, I talked a lot about this in the last episode. If you want to know about it, you can watch the last episode. But yeah, it's finished and I really, really love it. I'm wearing it almost every day at home. It's so comfy. I knitted it, I think 2 sizes bigger, I think in large or extra large even. So it took some, I used up quite some wool, but I'm so happy that I chosen that larger size, because it's just so comfy, this oversized look. And I've never knitted an oversized sweater before, because I've always been really tried to use up as little yarn as possible, and this time I thought, no, I want to have a big cozy sweater that I can cuddle up in. And yeah, I'm so happy. It has been finished for quite a while. I think I finished it before Christmas even. And yeah, so happy with it. So happy. And the yarn I used was the German, from a German farm. It's called Finkhof. They have German merino sheep, organically raised, and their yarn is really beautiful. I'm used to dye on their yarn as well, and it has 300 meters per 100 grams. I think I used up 4 or 5 100 grams balls. I have to wait, but I think it was maybe 5 even. And then I held it together with 1 strand of silk mohair. And I used up a lot of leftovers that I had, so it's some places it's more like this dusty pink, and then there's some really white. You can see it on the sleeve. It's much whiter than on this side, but I'm fine with that. It's a home sweater, a comfy sweater. It has not to be perfect, but I really love it. And yeah, that's what is last year. That was one of my really number one sweaters that I really wanted to knit, and I made it. So I'm really happy about that. Yes, that was all about knitting. Let's go on to some carving. If you're not into carving, I say goodbye here. I hope I see you next time. But if you want to see some of my carving, stay tuned, because here I come. I start with my little fox pendant that I'm wearing. This one I originally carved for a Christmas fair that I attended, or that I had a booth on a Christmas fair at my workplace. I'm working at Astrid Lindgren's NAS, so it's like a museum about Astrid Lindgren. It's there where she was born, and on that farm. And I'm working there as a German guide in her childhood home. And yeah, my boss asked me last year if I would like to attend the Christmas fair that they have every year. And it's a really beautiful Christmas fair, so beautiful, so cozy. And I said, yeah, why not? So I carved a bunch of things, and then I had some kits, yarn kits for my patterns and different stuff. Then I had a little booth, and one of the things I have carved that did not sell was this little fox. For instance, afterwards I was really happy because I could keep it for myself, because I loved it so much. And then I also carved a bunch of spoons, and I did not sell them. I would say I can't say unfortunately, because I was a little bit happy as well that I did not sell them. But someone who was really happy was my husband. That the Christmas fair was 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and every day he came by and looked at the spoons and said, okay, they're still there, good, because he wanted them for himself or for our home. Because he has complained several times that I never carve spoons for ourselves. We don't have any spoons at home. And yeah, he complained about that. So he said, if you don't sell them, we can use them for ourselves. I said, yes, we can. So he was really happy that I did not sell them. And here are the different spoons I made. This one is in birch, a little elegant spoon. And then this big one is also in birch wood, and this is more for cooking. I'm using it a lot when I cook. And then these two are carved in cherry wood, and the cherry wood I got actually from Astrid Lindgren's NAS. My good friends are working as gardeners there, and they took down a cherry tree that was like injured or sick, I don't remember, but they asked me if I would like to have some cherry wood, and I said yes. So and I carved actually 3 cherry wood spoons. One I gave to my dad as a Christmas gift. He was really happy because he's always eating his porridge in the morning with a spoon that I made for him maybe 3 or 4 years ago, long time ago, and it has been, it doesn't look so nice anymore. So I knew he had to have a new one, so I gave him the prettiest one of the 3 cherry wood. They're also really beautiful, but this one was just so beautiful, the color and everything. But I'm really happy with this one as well. I really love cherry wood because it has these different colors, the dark and the light, and yes, and then this little one I made for Autumn. She really likes to eat it with it as well. So yeah, these are some spoons that I made, and then I also carved 3 nostre pins for the market, and I did sell one there, and I sold one right afterwards, but one I have still here, and this is this little fox that I carved in oak wood. And I decided to paint it before I will sell it. I think I will put it out in my Etsy shop when I have painted it. Right now I'm working on a custom order, a little barn owl, and I will paint them together because it's the most convenient for me to do it together. And then when it has dried, I will put it in my Etsy shop if you're interested. So this is quite a big one actually, really nice size. This one is a little bit smaller, you can see. But I really love this, this oak. You can see it's a little bit white here. It started to like rot a little bit. It doesn't matter, it's really hard, but that gives this beautiful white pattern. And yeah, I really think he's really cute, this little fox. And I think he will look even cuter when he's painted. So that was on my carving. If you want to see some of my carvings or more carving, you can follow me on the fox and the sheep on Instagram. There I will have, sometimes I have like stories, works in progress and such things on my carvings. I'm not so active on this account, but you can check it out if you like. Yes, so that was everything, I think. We can talk a little bit about plans. I really would like to cast on like a simple sweater, because sometimes when you knit on a like all around colorwork sweater, you can be really tired, and the yarn is also so thin. It's a fingering weight yarn. I think I knitted it on 3.5 or 4mm needles, and it would be nice to just have a simple sweater project on the side. And I really would like to knit myself a blue sweater, because I only have like one blue sweater. I don't know why, because I really love blue. It's one of my favorite colors, but I don't have many blue knitted things. So I went stash diving this morning, and I found these two. This one is a Nutiden yarn, this really beautiful blue, light blue color, and this one is Mancha Lupis, I think, also in a light blue. It's actually really similar. You can see that it's so similar, the colors, also the blend. I can see some like pink in here, some darker blue, and it's the same in this one, but it's the feeling is really different. So this is much more fluffy and a little bit thinner, and the Mancha Lupis is, yeah, it's more like dense and bouncy, if you know what I mean. And maybe, I think, maybe it could be enough if I hold these two together with one strand of silken hair. I had this in my stash also for a long time. It's called puderblå, so powder blue, from Knitting for Olive. And I think together they could be, yeah, really, really pretty. And yeah, I don't know yet what sweater I want to knit, so just a simple one. Maybe I thought I will knit like the tulip sweater by from Melody Hoffman. I've knitted that before, many years ago now, and I love it. It's one of my favorite sweaters, and I knitted it in 2 strands of Nutiden. And I didn't use up much yarn. I have to weigh the sweater to know exactly how much I used, but I think it could be enough with 200-gram balls in the sigma hair. Maybe. I'm playing yarn chicken here, but I think I will do it. Maybe I will knit the body first, and then I will, if the yarn is not enough, I will make short sleeves maybe to have a little t-shirt. We'll see. But I'm really, yeah, I think I will cast that on someday soon, just to have a simple project with some bigger needles. Maybe I can use some like 5mm or 5.5 millimeter needles. I think that this will be a really quick project. Yes, that was everything for now. I hope I will manage to record again soon, because it's really fun to do a podcast, but time is just goes by so quickly, and I have so many other things in my life going on, and then months go by, and it's always the same. But we'll see. Hopefully I can record again in a couple of weeks. We'll see. But thank you so much for watching. Give me a like and a comment. I will be really happy. And yeah, have a good time. Bye.